Coach, disappointing defeat. That takes it to 4 defeats in a row in the league. Something is going wrong with the side. What do you think that is?
Well, I think that it's not bad today because today we have not conceded. If you look at our previous matches, we've been conceding. Even in the match against Bindiama, it was a controversial penalty if you get a chance to look at it. So I think now stability is coming in defense. You have to focus on the attack.
And talking about our attack, the team didn't create as many as we've become used to of Kinvesa this season, and it's been like that in recent times.
Yeah, some of them, we have lost 3 key players, and then Baba and Zuberi too, they have not been consistent. I mean, Baba traveled out of the country, and then Zuberi too was indisposed, and so they are just picking up, and so you will not get them the way. And so if you add them, we have lost about 5 players. And so we just have to move on by bringing them in. If not, in terms of fitness, they are not there. And so that's the problem this young class faces, because all the players are not up to the task. The others are young players. And when the very few who are supposed to hold the fort are not there, then you see that there are gaps. There are vacuum.
Does it worry you that maybe you are getting closer to the drop than the top?
It's a worry. It's a worry. We have to do something about it, because our new signings, they are not scoring. Edu and then Kojo, who are the new signings we have during the second window. They are not scoring, so we have to continue to work on them and see whether they can pick it up. But it's a very worrying situation, because if now there's stability at the back, then we need to work on the attack. The attack needs to click. And so now we are dropping a lot of points, which is very worrying, but we'll see what happens.
Coach, I wish you well in subsequent games.
Thank you.
Coach, back to winning ways, clean sheets in the back. Sum up what you thought of your team's performance today.
Good. We needed the maximum points. We got it. Even though we played several players out of position, and most of them too were nursing injuries. I think it's a good result. The most important thing is to get the 3 points. We actually didn't get our flow in the game, which was a bit of a worry to me, a concern to me. But then once we were in the lead and were able to do those defensive tactical things right, I was okay. And at the end, I've gotten the 3 points, so that's all that I need.
Yeah, you spoke about some players out of position. Key that comes to mind will be Blay. What did you make of his performance as a defensive, as a centre back now? Is he one more competition for the rest of the centre backs in the team?
I think so. And it's a clear indication that Blay is a multifunctional player. He can play in several positions, as a centre back, as a defensive midfielder, and as an offensive midfielder. So it gives me options on the field, like that of Mudasiru and then Sheriff. These players also give me options in the middle of the park. I'm happy for him. He's not had a good time since joining us because of probably coming in late. He's yet to pick into the game model. But then today, playing him as a centre back, having the confidence in him, and him proving himself that he's capable of doing it. I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for the team too.
What about Gama? He appeared not to be at his sharpest. How many more weeks or games does he need to get to his best, you feel?
I'm sure if we are to go by the textbook, by 6 games he should be ready. By 6 games he should be peaking. But then I'm sure by the second, third game we'll see a better of him, because he's lacking game fitness. So his orientation on the field is slow and not that good. I mean, his vision, his awareness, his combination plays are not the best, as typical of the Gamma that we all know. So I'll pardon him for that, and I'm sure as I talk to him and I give him the confidence and I give him more games to play, he will be the Gamma we used to know last season.
Finally, the win now sets the tone for next week coming up against Hearts of Oak. The momentum is in the camp, and then it's the big game now. What does this result do in respect to the game that is ahead in next week?
Yeah, it's a confidence booster result. It will keep our heads up, our chest out, and then make sure that we stay focused. But then my worry is the injury situation in the team. There are so many of them, which is not good. And if you go into a game, a big game, the Classico of Ghana, and you are having several of your players injured. It's not the best, but that's what I have. All I have to do is to manage them at training, make sure the medical team also do their best to make sure that they get them somehow 70% fit for the game. And once we get them about 70% fit for the game, I'm sure the rest will be the tempo and the temperament that is typical of the Hearts Kotoko game.
All the best in that one, coach. Congratulations today.
Thank you.
Baba, and away a man of the match. Congratulations. Now, some team no elusi about our performance. No, this season was so then a while year throughout the season, our performance no was so, sir.
First of all, as I met me, I say, Nyame, we say, Nyame, who say, and Nyame hard work, and then Nyame Bibia, by Moon say, Nyame Adum.
During the game, not offense needed. Obana Bia Boho, I'm from Osakro Messi, for you, Messi. Then I be catch our fans and I'm buy a mobile so no. Even now, maybe start some crowd. We bring our badge so
okay. Meda omase ne full supporter de bia omde etamechi though at times enyema enkoye kwa still na omotamechi efie me no omo na ehwebo munti omunim say bia say enkoye a omotimi frame encourage me say mimia me ne bibia be fine nti meda obibia se ne supporter omde etamechi.
Okay, finally, Kessben, but team no more talented players. Born am born financial wins no emba playing body then am feel some bit me for much many wins about team name.
Of late, you know, as a your key players ni bo no as injuries kakra wo ana your fitness level wo ebimo so e wo form ana men so me ho ebe kan say like me too kwan enti me buy no as a menya me fit here enti as a ahwande no wo form kakra enti na as a winning no akechi no.
And I wish him all the best. Okay. Good luck. Congratulations, man of the match.
Thank you.